That's rusted. That's moderately not good. That's bad. Welcome back. Okay, today we're going to start working on the B-pillar and the rest that I've shown you in several videos. It's going to require removing the door. That's going to be pretty entertaining. So right here in the door, we've got some C-clips right here. And it indicates that you remove the C-clips in these locations. Where's my camera? There it is. And then here. And to remove the wiring loom. I read the workshop manual on that. Pretty proud of myself that I actually looked it up and didn't just wing it. So you have to remove these plugs. It actually tells you to remove the trim and then remove the plugs and then remove those C-clips and get assistance while lifting the door. I probably won't have any assistance, but we're going to lift the door anyway. So that's what our plan is today. And then to investigate the rest, we're going to be using a new tool today. And that new tool is located, where is it? I just bought it. I don't remember where I left it last. Imagine that. It was in the drawer with the rest of the chisels. So got an air chisel and we're going to be separating the panels and I'll show you that more when we get in there. So let's get started. Okay, we're going to start with this little tiny screwdriver and see if we can get to those things. I'm going to have to spin that one around, get it back here where I can get to it. And a little bit of twist and a little bit of coaxing, a little pressing on it, and some love and attention and brute force. Brute force is all it needed. No, it's love and attention's not working. Brute force is what's required. All right, that worked pretty good. Okay, one out. One clip gone. That one looks like it's going to be easy to go. So we'll get that one there. Pretty easy. Pretty easy. Very nicely done. This one's called the safety strap. It's got some debris on it, but the pin is just in there. Press, 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 press. Some prying and some love and attention and some more pressing on it. It may require a hammer and some very serious pressing on that. All right, let's get a bigger screwdriver. Attempt to wedge that out first. There it is. Got it. Big pin out. Got it. All right. Remove plugs. Let's remember to remove the plugs. One plug down, two plugs down. Got it. That went pretty good. I assume those are just going to come right out of here. I'm going to lift that door off. I assume those are going to go with the door. Through the hole. We'll see. I'm not very excited about that part. Okay, so the rubber protection thing here is probably just caught, probably just has a lip on the inside just like it has a lip on the outside here. So I'm gonna have to encourage that to come out. Let's see how lucky we get on that. Not having much luck with that, being gentle with it. Yeah, that's what it was. It has one on the inside just like one on the outside. You just have to pry it across there. Get it to come loose. Come loose. Oh boy. That's a lot of rubber there. Look at that. That's how much was stuck inside there. That's in bunches. All right, so one plug is loose. Yes, I have one plug freed from the hole, almost 90%, 100%. All right, second plug, come on, baby. Turn sideways or something. All right, turn sideways works. All right, that looks like that's gonna come loose. I'm gonna set up some pads to set the door on. All right, this may be dumb. I'm gonna try to lift this door by myself. You thought you were. You just thought you were. That's either stuck or I'm not man enough. I'm shaking the whole truck doing it. Oh boy. A lot easier than removing the screws, that's for certain. But I can always remove the screws if I can't get the door to lift. But I'd rather not. Rather do it the way the book said to do it. All right, we're thinking. All right, we applied some chemical persuasion to the pins. So let's see if we have some progress with that. How to grab this door is very, oh my, that worked very well. Okay. Oh. Okay, the door's heavy, but not crazy. Not super bad. Kind of fun to have open doors though. Woo woo, Baja, woo. All right, no, that's never gonna happen. All right, here we are with our rusty bits. All right. All right, thoughts, thinks. We're gonna plan this. Let's think about this for a minute or 8. Okay, here we are. Nicely centered. Okay, so we need to separate didn't have any luck with that, did we? I'll drill that out later. All right. So we see the rust here. That one, we have the replacement part right here. So rust, pillar looks rusted underneath it. Thought is, since the rust is limited to maybe just this lower portion, that we cut it across here with some spare. And then we come, let me get something to write with so I can think about this in my head while I write. All right. All right, the thought is we cut across here somehow. No, 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 no. And theoretically that leaves the B-pillar still attached from the back side to the frame, and we're just cutting off this lower part. Then we'll use our air chisel underneath here to prise that away from the sill. And then we're gonna find out how much steel's underneath there that has to be replaced with a new welded panel. So I assume we're gonna be doing something like that. That's gonna be delicate cutting because I don't wanna cut through this. So I just need to cut just a little bit of this. And then on this side too. So that's gonna be crazy. All right, let's get a cutting disc and see what happens. We're about to go to the point of no return. Makes me wonder if I should have got, there's a guy, he does his cutting and he's got a really small wheel on a air-driven power unit. It's Church House Classic, I think he uses it. But it's just got a little tiny disc and it would have been maybe better, I don't know. All right, let's do an air chisel because I've never done an air chisel before. Okay, we are definitely rusted out underneath, that's for sure. That metal just flat gave way underneath. Let's see if we can get under this side. I don't care for this stuff falling in my ear. I'm not sure that's doing anything. I really don't think that's doing anything. I think I'm just gonna cut that. I'm just gonna cut that section out. It's a loss anyway. I'm gonna cut it back to the bottom of that. Well, that served its purpose-ish. Yeah, that's rusted. That's moderately not good. That's bad. All right. So rust, 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 and rust. Looks like that piece is still intact above that, so that doesn't look like a terrible mistake, except that I cut it back too far on this opposite side back here. So I'll have to weld a piece in this plane, replace this whole piece, and then down some of distance over here. So we're gonna have to mitigate the rest. Sorry for the Alfred Hitchcock lighting there. We'll need to cut this piece out too. Where's my pin? So the patch will be probably down this line and across there, all the way across over to the other side too. And then that piece will come out, and then this bottom piece, which is really rusted out on the bottom, and then maybe we can bend a piece to fit in there. We'll have to see if that's even a possibility. Looks like it could be done, but who knows? Yeah, you can see that's pretty rusted up. It's mangled. It's ruined. Whose brilliant idea was this again? All right, let's, I'm gonna get the rest of this cut out. It's gonna be cutting time. Cutting time. Safety second. The good news is the rust stops there. So that's the good news. Good news is I have clean steel all the way around. And I made a bad cut there, so that's a problem. Yep. All right. But you can see, I think you can see it. See, there's a little bit of rust here underneath. So there's a little bit of surface rust here. Not a problem. Clean steel all the way around. So now I just need to build a template and cut a piece of steel, put it in place, weld it up, clean it up, coat it, and then figure out how to weld this piece back into place. Yeah, like that. More on that in a second. Okay, let's get resorted. In honor of Valentine's Day being a week ago, I'm going to make my template out of hot pink heavy stock. Let's get some vice grips and we'll vise it. Everyone needs to have a good vise or two. Alright, how's that fit in with our grand master plan? I don't know if that fits in with our grand master plan. Maybe that needs to be ground off. Let's cut it off. Unfortunately, my cut is not square, so that's unfortunate for me because, well, I couldn't make it any straighter. So we'll have to adjust the template as we get in here, maybe. I brought scissors, where did they go? The quiet life of a template maker. Okay, so my back wall cut is wrong too. It's off at an angle. I wish I had more, the amount I have on this side, on that side, which was a mistake because I cut wrong way, like that. So, okay, we're close. So we're going to transfer this one onto another piece of paper because I've got a gap here that I need to fix. How about that? How about that? I feel like that guy in the movie True Lies when he's recording his big diatribe about how he's going to destroy the West and everything, and then his guy that's running the camera runs out of batteries.
First, we will detonate one weapon on...
So the battery died. So anyway, but that is it. That is going to work.
You're fooling yourself.
Take a look underneath. I think I had it while it was under there. I've got to probably take a look at it. Visual inspections, everything. Pretty darn close.
You're fooling yourself.
Little far off on that side, but compensates on that side, so yeah. We're going to start with a piece of steel this size. That's what we're going to start with the bend right where I have it. Let's go test fit. All right. It's a little catawampus. There we go. And one side or the other side right. How about that? That's pretty sad. Okay, piddle farted around with this a bit more, and I've got the piece close. If it doesn't work, I'll have to cut a new piece. I do have one gap that I'm not confident I can fill, but my welding skills are not good enough, maybe. I don't know. We're gonna get some paint on, or primer on the inside here, the pieces that aren't gonna be welded, and then get some zinc weld through primer on everything else. So that's what we're gonna do right now. And now we get to watch paint dry. Okay, let's see if we can get some welding done. See if this is gonna work for us. Zinc weld on primer, test 1. Pretend like that's a good ground too. Right there. See if we can get better welds. Alright, better welding part 2. Weld through primer my ass. my least favorite part, welding upside down. Oh! Well, that's not great. It's not going super great. Well, that's about as good as they get for me. Let's take a close look here. All right. So we've got, you can see a little hairline crack right there. But it looks kind of welded. And then over here, we got a little hairline too, but I mean, the weld's intact, most of it. Underneath, that's pretty good. I left these bubbles inside because one, can't grind them. Two, they don't matter because I'm gonna cover this with my other piece when it gets cut and finished. So that'll go over top of that, similar to this. So we'll just find the bottom of that and we'll cut it off and weld it on. Yay! Church House Classic said I had to cut this in half. Literally take, because you see how it fits over? It fits over. It shouldn't fit over. It should fit even, right? So with it being even, you can see how much over it is on that side. Right there. So that's not lining up right there. So that's gonna have to be cut, like he said. Richard. So I cut that down the center. That's gonna be fine to weld back together. Oh man, what a nightmare. Could use it as a template to get my cut square too. That might be a good idea. I don't know. A lot to think about when you do this bodywork stuff. I'm not good at it, and it shows, but I'm trying anyway, right? All right, let's get some primer on this mother. So when we get next time, we'll be welding that in place and calling that satisfactory. How about that? All right, let's get some primer and do some primering. Yep, let's do some primering. That's probably gonna look great after it's primered. I have a strange feeling about that. Let's get something to drop the paint on. Makes me wonder if I should have used the weld through primer on that. I'm gonna leave my spot because I need a good ground. So I'm gonna leave that. All right, I like it. It's been a long day. Paint fumes. It's been a long day, so I'm gonna call it quits and go inside and start uploading and buttoning this video up. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I hope you're enjoying the content. Like and subscribe, it really does help me out. And comment, I like to chat. So doing something silly, could do something better. Love your feedback, be awesome. Thanks, be perfect to have some kind of feedback from you. I like it when you do. That's all I got. Have a good week. Thanks a lot.